Thanks for joining us this week. We're still here getting through the refit list very slowly, and on top of that we've added to the list as well. This week we make a decision on the existing larger sofa in the saloon, explain what we've done to resolve the big mistake we made with our portholes, and take you to the local town to hunt down the boat chandlery store because we know we're going to need more supplies. Enjoy the episode. We are Steve, Annette and Gus, and having travelled 15,000 miles over the last 6 years, we've decided that it's about time we gave our beautiful girl a refit. So we're currently in Guatemala, doing just that. A couple of weeks ago we showed you how we'd had our starboard side of our saloon made into a full sofa, and it looks really good. This week we've decided to match the other side. The woodwork is so broken and rotten. We've got a bit of a shell. Living life on board whilst you're doing a refit is not fun. At the end of each day we have to put as much stuff away, remembering where we've put it because we know we're going to need it the following day. And then make the saloon half reasonable to sit for the rest of the evening. We can't spend it outside due to the millions of mosquitoes. One of the jobs that wasn't on the list, which has now gone on the list, is this. 4 years ago we did put up a new headlining, but we knew it was only going to be temporary. It was a cheap solution because what was here was absolutely awful and half of it was gone. We found a cheap solution when we were back in Italy, in Sicily, and we just kind of made do with that. But unfortunately that has got wet. A lot of it disintegrated, so we've had new panels cut, but we can't put those back until they're covered. So yeah, it's gonna have to stay like this for the moment. I'm in here and I'm just tidying up because it is a bit of a bomb site in here. Slightly better until we can get the headlining back up. It's one room that's kind of tidy. We are just going to the shop. We got to go to the supermarket.
Yes, it's a nice little, not too far, La Torre. We can park about 100 metres from the entrance, and then we're going to the veggie shop. And I think today I'm going to get some strawberries.
Veggie shop first, and then we'll go into La Torre, which is the supermarket, because we're running out on quite a bit of stuff, aren't we?
Fizz, I'm right, I'm getting very low on fizz.
Yeah, too much fizz. Yeah. Going to be the size of a house.
I'm like a racing snake at the moment, low to the ground and lithe.
This is the view that we got from our boat. It is really lovely, isn't it? Thank you. This is a small boats shop that sells both new and second-hand parts. Fronteras, the town at the heart of the Rio Dulce, hums with constant movement. A single main road slices through it, and life seems to concentrate around this strip of tarmac. Shops and stalls press right up to the roadside, their colourful fronts spilling with fruits, tools, clothes and phone chargers. Almost anything you might need. People weave along the edges of the traffic, rushing past enormous lorries that thunder through with barely an inch to spare. It feels chaotic at first, Horns blaring, vendors calling, the air thick with the smell of grilled food and petrol. But look closer and you see how it all works. Everyone knows their rhythm here. If something breaks, someone will fix it. Motorbikes, shoes and any electrical or mechanical item that you can think of, they will fix it here.
Chicken looks nice.
Life in Fronteras is full of hustle and bustle, yet also full of joy, colour and laughter, and music spills into the streets. And somehow in all the noise, everyone seems genuinely happy to be part of the flow.
We go down here?
Yeah.
We've been told the biggest boat store around the Rio is near the bridge, and we need to find it to have a quick peek so as we can come ashore later in the week to buy more boat products to fit these Portlights. The bridge in Fronteras is another area that is very busy, and an area that the colectivos, the local buses, end and start their trips.
Yeah, great.
So we found the boat store, a fairly large one at that. And as long as you're happy with the fact that some of the brands aren't the well-known ones, you can get almost anything here.
You like it here?
Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. I'm never leaving. Not leaving. Staying now.
And this is finally the supermarket. So we've been up the main, there's only one street here, a couple of little side streets off of it, but yeah, Steve's fallen in love with the whole place.
Now, spring rolls.
Lovely.
Tell me if I'm wrong here. So we get to the supermarket, he goes into the shop next door, looks at a tarpaulin, doesn't buy a tarpaulin, comes out, we do all the shopping, and then he goes in and buys a tarpaulin. How's that? Doesn't make any sense at all. No sense whatsoever. Why didn't he buy it the first time round?
What do you mean buy it the first time round?
But you've already been in there and looked at it.
Yeah, I didn't want to carry it around there.
Oh, how ridiculous. You didn't want to carry it around there.
Oh, no, it's awkward. A bit like you.
So we've got 6 tomatoes, 2 peppers, cucumber, beautiful radishes, onions, spring onions, and some what we know as kind of padron peppers, but that little lot there, I'm really pleased, came to just under £3.50, so $4. Thought that was super, absolutely super.
Yeah, we're looking forward to eating lots of veg there. Beautiful cauliflowers and broccoli and strawberries, and yeah, we like veg. We like veg and we like salad. So now we've got the old window out, we've discovered a problem that I somehow thought and convinced myself that I was going to be cutting a new hole the size of this template. The hole of the window that we took out is bigger on, I don't know how to explain it, but basically I've got air to go into, so I need to build up one side.
So that was the problem. Our existing portholes were too big, and we now need to make them smaller to fit the new larger Portlights, if that makes sense. All 17 of them. The first thing we needed to do for the porthole was repair the damage, and taking the window out, a lot of the plywood veneer came with it. Steve cut out some of the rotten ply and then added smaller pieces of ply back in with resin.
I'm polishing a turret at the moment. I'm rebuilding the woodwork around the window because over many years it had water getting in. It rotted.
This is still window number 1, isn't it?
This is still window number 1.
And we're now over a week later.
There's a lot of that goes on. Apparently I can't be left on my own.
Supposed to have a white helmet on for that.
I've got one.
And a clip and a clipboard.
Hey, that's what love to play in that help.
The pumps are British and the can of resin's American, and they don't fit. So I'm able to reuse the old can.
Now sanding down the resin, ready to fit the frame he has built to fill the hole that will make the window hole smaller to fit the new larger Portlight.
So I'm pleased with that so far. So I've had to add wood in and fill it and fair it, but this is all going to get painted white because it's really quite dark in here. So we're going to have the white headlining. This trim's going to stay varnished. This trim's going to stay varnished, but this is going to be in like eggshell white. So now I've got to clamp that onto the outside and basically cut or router out the new hole, and then the new hole will be in perfect wood, so all of the holes to bolt the window in will be going through brand new epoxy and brand new wood. No leaks. Put the bolts in to help me locate, to keep it all in the right position. So that's now all my holes drilled. I've got a special countersink bit, don't know what you call it, but we got it from the people who sell the windows. So the that hole that I've just drilled gives me the pilot, and then this then that allows the outer ring to have butyl tape round it, and the back of the ring bit has got somewhere to go to seal it.
Well, it's all routed now. It's done a really good job. Made a bloody lot of mess, but I think we've hoovered up 90% of it. So the edges are all routed now, and the edges of the bolt holes, and all the way around the edge of the frame, of where the frame's going.
And then differently to the old ones, which are like that, where the bolt heads are on the outside, on this one, all the bolts screw in from the inside out, so you don't actually see the bolts on the outside. We've been a week. Is it a week?
I think a little bit longer than a week. At the moment, this is how we finish our day, hoovering up the dust and crap before we settle for the evening. Then we start all over again tomorrow. Don't forget to leave us a comment on what you think about our refit so far. What a crazy busy couple of weeks. Join us next time where we go to our first swap meet in the Rio Dulce, continue with the Portlights, make a change in the galley design and start to strip the boat of 42 years of varnish. A super duper welcome to Trina Lee, our latest patron, and a very grateful thanks to all our Patreon and Coffee supporters and all of you watching our travels and refit. It's really appreciated. If you'd like to get more content and real-time updates, why not have a look at our Patreon tiers? They're not as expensive as you think. Ciao for now!
And I've had man flu, so it could take out a small village. What I've had, I had to go to the contagious diseases of Guatemala department. Well, I didn't really, but I felt like it because I was really very, very poorly, and everybody knows that when a man becomes ill...
Take a breath, take a breath!